Summer is running through the sprinklers with a t-shirt, shoes, and...
Yeah, we all know the song, but I'm not exactly sure how.
Sure. It has come to my attention that summer is finally upon us, or at least the northern hemisphere, and for some reason that has inspired me to want to draw about 5 million bathing suits. Don't know why. I've never really drawn like summer art that much, so I'm just really excited about this and want to get to it immediately. I have a beautiful blank page full of possibilities, and I hope it's not too intimidating. I do definitely want to use markers for this. I have missed using markers so much. I haven't really used markers much in my more casual drawing sessions in my sketchbook, so I really wanted to use them again. So I am so excited for this! Woo! Okay, first let us have a pencil. This is a little dull, so I'm gonna sharpen it. Now, when I say bathing suits, I specifically mean girl bathing suits, specifically with cute girls inside them. I've never really been a big fan of summer. I used to genuinely despise it, and the only redeeming quality in my book for it was the fact that I got off of school. But I don't know, I've kind of matured slightly and have found love in every season. I don't know what I'm saying, but let's try and get started. I'm scared. I found all these bathing suit designs on Pinterest and I wanted to try and draw them. I'm going to change the colors and some of the design, but other than that, I'm just going off of a reference. I should obviously draw a girl shape or anything. What would be a cute summer pose? I am nervous to get started. Only that's a place for a knee or hips to jut out. I need to really figure out how to draw feet. Because, like, I marked down it's my style with feet so much, I need to actually full-blown learn how to draw them. Because this is slightly embarrassing, let me tell you. I need a more powerful eraser than my needed one. I need to stop going, ooh, as if I don't like what I'm doing. I do like what I'm doing. Very happy with what I'm doing. It's just hard to concentrate. Setting up the filming for this was a really tedious and weirdly difficult task, so I'm not in the best of moods. I probably should have waited till after that funk was over to film. Guess who didn't? Because she's impatient. Yeah, but I also need to figure out how to draw hands. Hands and feet rely too much on it's my style with them, and now they're just trash, and I really need to figure out how to draw them. You know the little thing where you like make a square and then have some of the fingers and then you just draw? That does not work for me for some reason. And I think it's because I always get confused when it's meant to be a different pose that's like this or something. I don't see, the square doesn't work for that, but then for some reason it does work for that, but when I try to make it work for that, it does not work. That was a very long and tedious explanation to just say I don't know how to draw hands. It's time to do the face. I'm always scared of messing up the face. My pencil isn't giving me much confidence. Give her more of a long face. I'm trying to get rid of same face syndrome in my art, and I don't know if it's going well or not. There are just a few things that I'm trying to improve on. You know what? She can have big ears. I'm sure she can rock them. Big eyes. Now where's that hairline, girly? Jeez, no one told me that when I got long nails like this, it would be so hard to need a kneaded eraser. See, now you have a forehead and a hairline. To give her like a girly hairstyle. Ooh! Don't like that hairstyle much. Just don't know what else to do. Especially since I pressed too hard on my pencil and now it's gonna stay there forever. This is the first thing that I've drawn today, so I'm trying to give me some grace. I need to line up that wrist. Her hair made her head look so big, but we're gonna ignore it just for now. Time to put you in a bathing suit, you pretty girl, you pretty girl. The entire point of this entire video, the entire point of this entire process, finally, I'm scared. I feel like I need to sharpen my pencil again. I genuinely think that when you just started drawing, you shouldn't sharpen your pencil because when you get to the part where you have all the fine details that you need a little bit of sharpen for, the pencil's already dull again, so you need to sharpen it again. And thus your pencil runs out faster. It's actually had a little thing in the middle. I put the boob in the wrong place. These two things meet in the middle. Stop going in. Stop going in heavy-handed. This isn't my dominant hand. Stop. Continues to go in heavy-handed. living vicariously through my drawings because this bathing suit is cute, but I would personally never wear it. I'm kind of proud of this hand. I don't cover it. Try not to worry too much about this. There's an entire page. There's more bathing suits to come. So I just need to chillax. I don't need to be perfect on the first try. Now, looking through my references of all the bathing suits that I want to do, I just realized some of these may not be bathing suits. They might be lingerie. We'll pretend they're bathing suits. Drawing girls in lingerie? That will get views. I don't think I should sell that for free, though. It's also hard to erase with these long nails. My goodness. Wait, not too big in the sketch. How dare I? Alright, I need to pull out the big guns. I think I figured out a way to draw noses that looks better than before when I drew noses. One issue I have with it is that I always forget until I look at a reference again. So give you some hoop earrings. I don't know if you would be swimming in hoop earrings, but no, you're just a fashionista queen. You deserve to be that way. You deserve some hoop earrings. Something ain't right with that face. Hope I can fix it with line art. That's my motto in life. I can seriously be late to something and stuck in traffic, and if I just say, hope I can fix that with line art, everything will automatically be okay again. Alright, here's this fancy queen art here. Queen bee, some might say, because I think this is kind of inspired by a bee. Honeycombs right here. I didn't draw them very well, but they're there, in case anyone wants to know. Line art, line art, line art. Slow and steady. Look at me, staying in my comfort zone and ignoring all the things below this face. I messed up on the eyebrows. That's peachy. Now that part's a hair strand. Congratulations for being upgraded. Oh, look at that face. Ooh. I feel like this hair kind of has a weird silhouette to it. So I might look up some hair references for the next girl we're drawing. Sorry, lady. You were always meant to be the first test. I feel like you suffered for that. But you're still beautiful in your own way. It sounds wrong. You are beautiful. I promise. Watch this part bleed like crazy when I put marker over it. I mean, these Copic multi-liners actually do pretty well under markers, even the juiciest, but they have bled sometimes, so that's what I'm scared of. All the things neck down are what I'm so scared about. Follow the lines that you already drew. It's gonna be all okay, sweetheart. Does anyone else talk to their drawings while they're drawing? Even if they aren't even an OC that you've created or anything, you just talk to them, reassure them while you're doing this. It sounds so weird, but for some reason it helps me cope with all that I'm doing when I get to talk about it. Trying out a new line art style and I completely forgot about it while trying to do this piece. Oh well, maybe in the next one. I'm giving this bottom ruffle strands because I kind of messed up. Accidentally made kind of a tangent with skirts. The sketch before sketching, this is just in all technicality a marker sketch, so it doesn't need to be perfect. I shall take the mistakes I learned from areas elsewhere to be dealt with accordingly. Oh gosh, my hand's shaking. Color, 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 finally color. Now I just need to figure out the color. My markers are staring at me. This isn't exactly the best reference for this. I just need to see which marker's over. This one's almost dried out. Can't use it. No! I love this marker. It's probably why it's dried out. Like, come on. Alright, let's get protection for the page below this. Don't want any blob babies coming out. I'm gonna start in a very minuscule place to see if I can actually use these colors. Falling out my hand! Y'all even hear the marker going shoop shoop? You figure out a way to get my microphone to pick up the art supplies going onto the paper. There's so much more skin to cover. Ha! Could be worse. It could be trying to figure out the bathing suit colors right about now. Which I probably should be doing instead of doing the skin to avoid it. So it's been a few days. I apparently was so traumatized by the idea of having to pick colors for this that I procrastinated for way too long. Okay, in reality something came up, but I did the entire skin off camera because it was just the same thing that you already saw and I didn't think you needed to see all of the process. So I apologize if that was something you were really interested in seeing. But now that the skin's over, I have no other choice but to start trying to find colors for this. However, the procrastination continues because I'm going to the hair now. First, I'm gonna color in her lips because what am I, a monster? Is there like a lighter red color I could use to redden the lips just a tiny bit? Don't know how much that worked, but whatever. Right, make her hair really, really dark. This is the darkest brown I have, I think. This one is pretty intense. Trying not to color outside the lines too much. I'm getting sloppy. I forgot the protection! Thank goodness, that was almost a catastrophe. Alright, her eyes can also be this color. I don't want to do this. I'm scared. I'm scared of messing it all up. Let's just start light. We can darken it. We'll darken it. You can always darken, but you can never light it back up. What else would this little part be for if not for swatching? It's a little too brightly yellow, what I want to go for. Wait, that is way darker than the cap. These are all just so unapologetically yellow. I'm happy for them, but it's really putting a damper on my struggles. Maybe I should go for unapologetically yellow. Let's try this one for top skirt. Pale yellow Y11. Now I wish I thought about this because now I want to do a lighter yellow for this, but I don't have a lighter yellow. This is the lightest yellow I have. Doing it! A lemon chiffon. Can darken this part up so that the second skirt might stand out more. Look at that! Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm actually starting to like this a little bit. I had to figure out this part. I think this part is actually the skin, and I just forgot to color it. So the people that wanted to see the entire skin process, at least you get a little more now. But yeah, these last two parts. Also, I think I'm going to color this little scrunch. It's not a scrunchie. What is it called? Hair tie. This little hair tie. I'm going to color this little hair tie in that lemon color. Shade it with the pale yellow. I have to figure out what this color should be. Oh no! Because if I do something darker for this, it will be more of a gradient kind of thing. But what if I don't want a gradient? Primrose? Still shows the little mistake I made, but it kind of looks cool. Also, I don't know how to fix it. It can't be erased any more than it already has. And let's add a little bit of Posca, and I think this is done. Eyes shinies, no shiny, cheat shiny. Yay! It's like leaping into the paper and it's really annoying. Maybe I shouldn't use Posca. Let me try my new Boo brush pens and see what happens. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, those are shiny. Maybe if I mark these out a little more, it will look more purposeful. Kind of taken away from the bee theme, but whatever. Oh, and the first one is done! What? Time for the second one. Let me sharpen this pencil. It's fading out. It's scary. This is going to be the first thing I full-blown draw today, so I might be a little rusty, but let's try our best. So I kind of want to make it smaller than this one. I still want to make it full body, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. We'll have to see. It's already too much. I need to stop being scared to erase things. Erasing is part of every process. I've been struggling with drawing the lower half of the body recently, and I feel like that's always something that I haven't been the best at, but it's really noticeable right now for me, and it is really annoying, and I do not know how to help myself at the moment. So if anyone has any tips for drawing the lower body, I would be delighted to hear them. Make her a little more boxy, just to have some variation in the two bodies. I'm also trying to draw a little more light-handed so that if I have to erase anything, it won't be causing far too many issues. Case in point. Can you not roll away every 5 seconds, please? Nope, still can't draw hands. Oh, is there a way to cover this hand? I had to put it behind the back again like I did when I was little. Please stop rolling away. I beg of you. Oh my gosh. Why do you have to be the loudest thing? I swear you weren't this loud yesterday. Maybe I should change the posing of this hand. It's starting to get where I can hardly erase anymore, so I'm gonna have to do something and be happy with it. Otherwise, it will just look like an insane person drew it, which isn't entirely false, but I would rather it not look like that. I'm trying to keep a low profile here. Seriously. You know what? The best thing I can do is say that I tried. There is going to be no hand there. Your eyes deceive you. I'm not talking much, I'm just really focusing. This is the first thing that I've fully drawn today. I need to not get frustrated. There are more things to come. It's just really good in here. So many lights pressing down on me, and I hate it. I need a fan in this room so bad. Be more of a forehead. The thing is, I want to talk, but I usually try to talk about what's on my mind while I'm doing this. And all that is on my mind right now is frustration. But I don't want to talk about the frustration because then I'll get frustrated and get really angry, and I do not want that. I thought that I was getting better better at being able to hold in my emotions more and remain calmer when I'm frustrated. I'm scared that is not the case. Maybe this just wasn't a good time to film, but I need to get this video done, so we're just gonna have to move on and move forward. I don't want all my videos to just turn into rants about how I'm feeling down and feeling frustrated, because that's just, not only it feels like that's just baiting for attention, but it's also just annoying and really a Debbie Downer. Because genuinely, I feel every single time an artist who is filming is frustrated with what they are drawing, and me feeling that makes me frustrated with what I'm drawing. So I don't want to make people frustrated in any way, especially if they're drawing along with me, which you are happy to do. I feel like that's a very good thing to do. It feels communal in some way. I don't know. I definitely do not want to try and make anyone else feel bad with me just projecting my emotions onto out for the cameras. And I don't want to make you feel bad because I feel bad. It's just how misery is constantly born. Do we already have enough misery in the world with people just wanting others to feel bad because they feel bad? And I hate that. It's time for a revolution of being happy, and I really want people to be happy. Trust me when I say the world will be a better place if we choose to do things that personally make us happy instead of just boasting about trying to make others sad just because we're sad. Hey, I think I did the hand a little better. I'm gonna keep that one. Hey, I did something! Woo! I'm procrastinating on the entire point of the video, which is to draw a bathing suit. I should get started on the bathing suit portion. Both of these girly pops are looking over there, so I'm just wondering what's over there for them to see. If I follow their eyes, if I draw... I am immature as heck, okay. I'm gonna try to do a more simple one this time. And good news, lingerie this time. Even if it was, I would still draw it as if it was a swimsuit. One woman's lingerie is another woman's swimsuit. That's what I always say. This one has a pretty distinct collar. It's like a vintage swimsuit, which I love the style of. Also, it has puffy sleeves, and I think that's so adorable. It's also very high-waisted, and I love high-waisted things. I know low-waisted is kind of coming back in style, but come on, high-waisted is just so much better. Not really. I do love drawing low-waisted stuff, but I like the high-waisted stuff, you know? If my leggings don't go all the way to my boobs, what's even the point of wearing them? Your belly button would not be here. It'd be more down here, but you can't see it because it's high-waisted. Why is it so loud? I think my house is just quiet right now. Maybe they're kittens. That would be adorable. I swear, if one of my markers knocks one of my nails off, that is going to be the crash out of the century. Line out, line out, line out, line out, line out. Kinda messed up on the arm here, but we're gonna have to live with it. Gosh, my hand hurts. My hand is starting to hurt. That's a bad. I think I severely underestimated how long this video is going to take. Especially if I keep taking breaks for my hand, oh my gosh. I do want to fill the entire spread. However, my struggle with my hand, I might just do one more right here and then fill that spread later. So I'm just going to slide this over so y'all can see this page better, because I don't think I'm going to be filling the entire spread. Sorry about that, but my hand is begging me, so... Writing line art when there was no sketch. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop, 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 stop. I think I might start with the hair because I know what color I want it to be. Black. Instead of using pure black, I'm using some cool gray markers. Just to add a little bit more color to the entire thing. Okay, the protection's ready. Let's get started. That's what she said. I should really talk about something. Oh, shoot. We could talk about the fact that I just stabbed myself and now I have marker all over me. Look at that. Draw with it. Right, my family and I are going to the beach next week. Honestly, as a kid, never liked the beach that much. The only thing I really liked about it was just sitting in the water and just letting the waves crash over me and collecting seashells that washed up. And then my dad playing with me and my sister, where he would go into the water with us and pick us up when the waves came, so we would jump over it, and it was really fun. Obviously can't do that anymore though. Miss my childhood and all that. but I'm more into mountains. And every single time we went on vacation, I would ask if we could go to mountains because I liked mountains more than the beach. And then during late 5th grade and on to middle school, I started worrying about my body. Then all of a sudden, absolutely terrified to wear swimsuits. So that just made me beach averse more. But as of late, I have started to have a newfound appreciation towards the beach. That kind of stems from the fact that I have a newfound appreciation towards nearly every single vacation spot that you could possibly go. I just feel like there's so many things to do in one place, and then you just get to go to another place and do more things there. And yeah, it's just really fun. And even if you aren't doing the touristy thing or something like that, there are still things for you to do. For my sister's graduation, we had to stay at a lake house, and I went down to the water and just observed it and drew it, and it felt so good to do. And I realized I can basically do this anywhere. Every single place, vacation or not, is different. And going to a new place and finding a way to observe it or draw it, even if it's straight up just in your mind, and a place to relax and be able to calm yourself from all the struggles in your life, I think it's beautiful. And now I have a newfound appreciation towards the beach, and I'm really excited to go. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna take so many Polaroid pictures for my scrapbook. I'm going to draw the heck out of the water. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna be able to read. I don't particularly like romance books. However, I'm not the kind of person to go, the romance books, keep me away from them. So I have read, I think, only one romance book that wasn't a romantasy. And in preparation for the beach, I got 2 romance books to read on the water. Because I just think that reading a romance book while just on the beach trying to relax would be the most cutesy thing ever. And for some reason, I've just started to turn into a mood reader. So I am very excited to sit, listen to the waves, read my romance books, and draw. I hope I'm not romanticizing it too much to the point where I'm going to be disappointed when we actually get there and I actually start doing all these things. So I am trying to manage my expectations, but if it isn't how I dreamed, I will make do with what I've got. Skin and hair done. I am going to add a bit more flyaways to the hair though, just because I love them and I think they add a little something to what you were drawing. Also, it's just fun to make a bunch of lines, let's be honest. Might be going a little crazy, so I might need to stop. Don't fall on me. Red swimsuit, that's what I am aiming for. Okay, we'll start with this color and then build it up, see what happens. I also made the polka dots down here red, and then maybe the bottom can be black. If we can just have a little bit of a red and black ensemble, that would be lovely. Red, the blood of angry men, the dark of ages past. Red, the fact that I cannot sing. I should probably stop. Me editing, want to say I have only T from The Great Gatsby stuck in my head. So if you could make that the background song, that would be lovely right about now. Or to stay the line so well. This is so hard. Using pure black for the shading. It's going to scare the absolute heckings out of me. No, there is no but. It's going to scare the absolute heckings out of me. I covered up a polka dot. No! Dang it. I'm gonna bring over the colors from this queen and use them as her eye color. This is also gonna be me at the beach. Just kidding, but imagine. Footboy shows up, then I'll be looking. That was a bad joke. I should cut that out. Maybe if I outline these in a white. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm making it worse. I don't think that turned out particularly well, but no turning back now. And I think this girly pop is done. I really do like the color scheme. Shout out Georgia. I'm so sick. I think right here is where I'm going to draw the final girly pop. Sorry I can only draw 3 girlies, but my hand is hurting really bad. No idea why. It's really inconvenient. They should have thought of that. Wait, this coat seems good. Maybe I need to start making my shoulders a little broader, but I don't especially know how to do that. I'm starting over! She was just a little too small. That is way too big. What was I thinking? Now we can't see her feeties. I mean, they're just gonna be blank, but still give her a little bit of a triangle body. Please do not roll away. Just looks like she's nervously excited to show off her swimsuit. Ain't even looking at the abs. She's the asexual one. Way more of a cartoony hairstyle than what I'm used to. Guess there would be hair ties holding it all together, but there it goes again. I like how sharp her features are, and then her hair is really, really roundy and friendly. Now you need a personal bathing suit that you are nervously excited about. This one might be a little hard to do, but I'm going to try my best. Let me sharpen my pencil. Might not be able to get much sharper, but we'll test it. On the sharpener, straight up start to cut through the metal. Now here's the fun part of the design that I'm kind of worried about. The fact that there's a cover on the front, kind of. And it is see-through. So I'm gonna have to find a way to do that with markers. I wanted to do something like this for a while, so I'm actually very excited for it. She looks so cute. Oh my goodness. Alright, my computer battery's running low, so we have to get started on this real quick. Accidentally made her boob a little more rounder than her sharp edges, but whatever. Having to draw under this feels so wrong. Oh gosh, I seriously was about to say that I'm done with the line art, but I forgot her arms. My goodness. I am so scared. This time I really think I should start with a bathing suit. I'm gonna do a gold and black one so that it's kind of like a color scheme where she kind of is trying to imitate them in some way. Maybe she's the youngest one in the group and she looks up to them. She wants to be exactly like them, so she's trying her hardest here. You can put y'all here since I'm not using this side. Woo! Scared to do this area, which is why I'm starting at the top, because I'm scared. I'm so nervous. Ah! To make that darker all around because it's underneath this thing. Ooh, okay. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous about this. I think it will do you good to be really pale. Ow. I'm going silent again. Sorry about that. I'm gonna have to do the entire face at some point, so I should get started. Okay, that's the entire skin for the foreseeable future. I feel like I should do the hair. Need my favorite blonde color. I want to make her blonde. I should really wait to do the little hair strands in the hair until after I'm done coloring, but I just forget sometimes. And that's on me! Sorry! It's going bad. Ah. Push through, push through, push through, push through. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Okay. I prolonged the inevitable to be what's under here. Lighten that up a bit. Add some of the skin color on it. This could be the real color. I don't know if I did the sheer thing right. However, it's done, so we're just gonna have to live with it whether I did it right or not. Where the heck did my... Oh, there it is. I thought I lost my acrylic paint pen. Sorry. So happy that she got it too. Alright, well, I actually really like how this one turned out, even though I feel like I can improve with the sheerness right here. I do like how all of these came out, even though I was slightly stressed about a few of them. I am excited for that. I feel like I should have tried to at least fit one more right here, however, my hand is really hurting for some reason, so I'm going to leave it here. I do like how they're both looking at really badly drawn abs, and she's just looking at her bathing suit. Hey guys, do you like my new bathing suit? Yeah, sure, you look great. Thank you so much for watching this video and coming along with me as I drew cute girls in bathing suits. I really want you right now to go do something that makes you happy. I talked about in the video that happiness is really important, so you need to go do something that makes you happy and try to maintain your happiness and pursue it as long as possible. If you feel sad, don't project it on others. Just go and do something that makes you happy. And if something that makes you happy is watching another video, then the video on your screen is something YouTube put there because I clicked the button that said recommended for the viewers. So it's going to show you the video that based on your recommendations, YouTube thinks you will like. So please go and see if it's right if you want to. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye.